I wanted to show off my recording studio, which is totally off solar. I've done this video before, but a lot of people they always they doubt whether or not it's true. And the reason why they doubt that it's true isn't so much because of solar. It's because I made my system myself. Now, so I'm just gonna show you guys. All right, that is my recording studio. Okay, right there. All right, and everything runs off of solar. My pianos, okay, my lights here in the back room. Okay, that this is all my stuff here. That's another thing, this is my green screen area back there. Okay, and I run everything is run off of solar. All right. Not only is the studio totally solar, okay, not only is the studio solar, my entire house is solar. Now, I have surveillance cameras, right? Um, right there, I got a kilowatt meter, telling me how much is being used. This right here is simply a backup battery. This is only used at night if I, use it in the studio. Like if at night I don't want to turn on my main system, which is on now. Basically I just disconnect this cable and I plug this cable into the multi plug, and I run the whole entire studio off of this 410-watt one. Okay, but that I only do that at night if I have something that I got to do quickly. So just this battery alone will give me at least 3 hours run time, with the whole studio. Okay, so, but that's the studio. Now, this runs my entire household. Okay, it runs the TVs in my household. It runs my studio, runs my internet, my modem, etc. And there's the main system right there. All right, it's the main system. Those are my charge controllers. All right, my freezer right here. Everything's running off of solar. You know, freezer, meats and stuff. Here is my Alpicool fridge, which is another little fridge run on solar 24/7. Now that little fridge isn't run by that main system. It's actually run by a backup system that I built. And I'm gonna show that to you and turn the light on. Okay? And this is the backup system right here, which is run on these two. Let me back up a little bit so you guys can see it a little better. All right? So this system is in itself, and it's running off of. It has two solar panels on the roof, equaling about 500 watts. Actually, a little less, about 480. Okay, so this one right here, this room system, all this is run for. Honestly, I bought all of this, and all I run with it is a fan and that little cooler and this this little light right there. Actually, that light is run by something else. But that's it. I mean, so I spent about $1,000 just to run a fan and a little 12-volt fridge. But you know, and this is a little micro system that I have, which runs this little inverter has its little solar panels on the roof. It has about 60 watts. This just runs my alarm system and a spotlight that I put outside on the porch. You know what I mean? And I have this light on there. So that's just that little system. Okay. Now, um, hold on. Let me turn this off. Oh, anyway, let me get back to this real quick. All right. So, like I said, I bought this system, and this system is just running what I told you, that little optical fridge. Okay. Now, but what happens is the reason why I purchased this is actually, I believe in redundancy. If anything, if my main system goes down for any reason, I can literally run the entire house off of these two batteries. So, worst comes to worst, I have a backup plan. All right. So let's show you the rest of the stuff. Okay. I'll show you the rest of the stuff. Let me come over here. Turn on this light here. Oh, before anything, I'm gonna show you. All right, right now the studio, like I showed you earlier, my studio is on. If you notice, this is at 13.8, totally full. All right, it's drawing a little bit of amperage because the studio is on, but the solar panels are covering all of the usage. You know, so it's running right now. So the fridge is running the lights in the house. It's running that radio in the background. It's running my entire studio. Here it is. All right, and it isn't even making a dent. Okay, so and there's a lot of sun outside. So I'm gonna turn off here, you know, because I'm not using the power. Let's put this in shutdown. All right, so let's shut that down. Um, but like I said, I'm running everything off of solar. Okay, my cameras and outside the cameras outside. These are little monitors. You know. All right, so now since that is off, right? Let's turn this light off here in the studio. There's no sense of wasting power either. Okay, so now let me turn this off. I turned the inverter off. Okay, right now this is gonna turn off everything. Okay, there it is. So now, basically, now I'm not using any inverter. So now this is what the studio is looking like now. Okay, now everything is off. All right. And that backup battery, that's if I want to use it. Now that backup battery right now is feeding those two little LED lights just to keep things illuminated there. But on my main system, I have these three little plugs. So if I need some lighting in the studio, just to find something, you see, I lit everything up, but there's no inverter on. Okay, no inverter on. So let's turn that off. This is for the living room, right there. You see, on, off, studio light, and this one's in the kitchen light. So let's go over there to the kitchen. All right, let's go to the kitchen, so I can show you what's happening. All right, the kitchen pretty much, it really doesn't depend on electric. I mean, the stoves here are gas. You know what I'm saying? I got my reverse osmosis unit because we do rainwater harvesting, and that's my Berkey system, DIY Berkey system, which is really an overkill because I mean that water is perfect when it comes out of that, but you know we take the precautions. And let me come over here are my two little generators, which I only use on really rainy days. You know, I only use that. All right, so here, come into this bathroom here. I have a separate here in the bathroom with an inverter, another light. This runs spotlights in the yard. This, if you're sitting there on the throne charging your phone, you could charge it off of here. Right now, those batteries are 14.4. As you can see there, you see the solar panel has stopped flashing. That means it's totally charged. Okay. And over there, that's the water pump switch. You know, that's the water pump. And so basically, this house is totally backfed. Right there. Right there, the water pump is actually off. So see, so that's the pressure that was in the line, all right? See, it's dying out. So let's close that for a second. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go outside and turn on the water pump, all right? Come on, cat. Cat's always laying behind the door. All right, we got here the main system, you know, with the filters and stuff. And that's the water pump. It's a Seaflow water pump. So it runs through these filters. That's the cistern, one of the cisterns that collects the rainwater. That's the other cistern that collects the rainwater. And the third cistern. So we have over 1,000 gallons of water, okay? All off of rainwater. So the rain goes on the roof, comes down through here, goes through that filtration. All right, inside this cistern, we have there's UV lamps for water disinfection, but basically all the rainwater is filtered through here, and there's a pair of underwear hanging there, and that's the filter. If you notice, it emptied in the kitchen when I was in the bathroom. All right, so come on, cats. So you turn this on here. All right, let's get the pressure of everything regulated. All right, okay, and basically the rainwater is back feeding into the house, all filtered. It already went through carbon filters and everything. All right, so we go in. Right now the water pressure is on, so the whole house has a water pressure, and here we go. All right, beautiful. Okay, and I have another one of these Berkey systems that I built, here. All right, so basically that is the whole system, how I run the entire house. I run everything for free, guys, for free, off grid. I'm gonna go to the roof and show you guys my solar panels. All right, I'm gonna show you my solar panels. Hope I don't lose the connection. This is my yard. These are my cats right there. A few of them. I got like 5 of them. And there's the main. Those are the water tanks. So those are my plantain trees. They're growing. Hopefully I'll get some bananas this year. All right, so let's go up the steps. Oh my God, the sun is really bright today. All right, so let's just come up here for a sec. All right. Now, if you notice here, I have a barrel. This barrel is basically a gravity-fed rain barrel, which I fill up with the already filtered water, and that hose right there goes straight down into the shower. So reason being is that this is just a makeshift water heater. Let me tell you, it works. With this amount of sun, that water, when you're going to use it to take a shower. So it's generally hot, so we really don't need a water heater per se. But in case of some days that it does get a little chilly, and if we want to take a shower, then we'll bypass the the regular water and take a shower with hot water heated by the sun. No filters, no nothing. Just a regular barrel, painted black, and it gets hot as hell, right? So let's come around this way. All right. And here comes my cat. All right. So let's go this way right here. All right. Right here's my solar system. All right. If you can see, I built a 2 kilowatt system. I did this all myself. All right. I did this all myself. Okay. And this is what runs the entirety of my house. This panel right here, this big one, and the one in the corner over there, those are the bedroom ones. Those are the 480 watts. Everything else is like for the house. And the bathroom, did I switch here? The bathroom has its own solar panel as well. So, everything's covered, really. Everything's covered. My batteries, after regular usage, and let me tell you, I don't skimp. After regular usage all day, by noon, by maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock, it's totally charged. Everything's charged. So usually, like the peak sun hours, the peak sun hours, like around 12 o'clock, a lot of people, that's when they really start getting power. Not me. I start getting power early, 8, 9 in the morning. I'm generating power. So by noon, my entire battery bank is full. You know, I have about 600 amp hours of storage in my main system. The other system, I think it's about maybe 400, 400 amp hours of storage. And basically that's it. As well, okay, as you can see up there's a little solar lights. I got solar lights right there. Those run independently. There's one over there just to run, just to lighten the yard at night. And there's another one of my cats right there. That's Oreo. That's Oreo. And that one over there, his name is the Talker because he talks a lot. That's Oreo. Come here, Oreo. Come here. Oreo's kind of feral. He showed up not too long ago, so he's a really sweet cat, but he's just, he's not used to like love. And this is my other cat. They're all sweet. So right there, I have my filters. I don't throw away the filters, guys. I wash them, because filters are expensive. So since I wash them so regularly, they generally stay very clean. I can reuse them many times. So right here, this is the bathroom battery. It's at 14.4, so it's totally charged. This is the kill switch on the water pump. It's on right now. I could kill it, because sometimes it cycles unnecessarily. So I turn it off there. And so basically, this is my homestead. Oh, now you wanted me to pay attention? Look, Oreo. See, Oreo's over there like calling me. But then the moment when I come near him, oh, there you go. Come here. Come here. He's still a little feral, but he's a good guy. Yeah, he's a good little guy. So that's what's going on. My house is kind of like it's like a project. It's like a project house, little by little. I'm building it up and fixing everything, and so right now I'm in the aesthetics mode, because since now the house runs totally by itself, so now I just I'm focusing on the aesthetics. So I will be building a new like a battery box for this and finding it a better place. But as you can see, everything's working. Everything's working. I don't have to pay an electric bill every month, you know. And let me tell you, I don't do without, guys. I have everything, I do not do without, you know. The only thing I don't run, and that is air conditioning. And my system can handle an air conditioner, um, primarily during the day because there's sun. After 5, 6 o'clock, you wouldn't really want to run it because then it would eat up all your battery power. But I'm planning on building a separate system just to run the air conditioner, especially in the studio, which is really where I need it. So that's coming soon, hopefully. And for that, I want to kind of oversize it a little bit, So, but I'll get to pull it off, and it's actually a lot cheaper for me since I do things on my own, you know. So those are the I have one, two, six, seven. These are 7 deep cycle batteries. They're all in parallel. Okay. This one right here is separate from those. This is a separate system. Okay. This is a separate system with its own inverter, and it has its own 100-watt solar panel on the roof. Okay. So the the 2,000 watts that I have on the roof aren't all on the main system. So this one gets a 100-watt panel. That one gets like 1,500 watts. And then the one in my bedroom, that one alone, I'll show you guys again. That system right there gets 480 And then that little one right there, that little gets about 60 watts. It has its own little six, little solar panels. Since it's a little battery, it just charges up. But what can I say? I mean, I run everything. I run my TVs, my stereo, my PlayStation. Um, and I'm just a little bit mindful at night, but during the day, my wife, she uses a lot of flat iron when she does her hair. So so and the system runs everything perfectly. If you got any questions, let me know. So regularly here in Puerto Rico, we were getting a 200 and something dollar bill every month, 200 plus dollars electric. And I said, no, that's too much. I can't afford that. So, we opted for building after Hurricane Maria. We did a whole year without power. We went through that crap, Hurricane Maria, and we ended up building the solar system little by little. And that's how we did it. So we got off grid from the electric. We got off grid with the water as well. Rainwater harvesting, and in the middle of like an urban area. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people who go off grid is because they live in the middle of nowhere. We did it in an urban area. So that's basically how we do things here in the homestead. I love the word homestead. So the next steps are, like I said, to focus on the aesthetics of things, make things a little prettier. Right now, like I said, you know, I mean, if you come into my house, you're gonna see a whole bunch of all these batteries right there in the living room. I mean, it looks nice and clean and organized, but it's still a mess of batteries. And the thing is that when we started doing this, what we wanted was to have power. We had just come out of Hurricane Maria, and we're like, I don't care about aesthetics right now. I care about survival. But now, since the investment is done, then now we're gonna deal with the whole aesthetics and upgrades. So, for the air conditioning system, we're weighing our options and seeing what we're gonna do next. Um, I run my whole house with modified sine wave inverters, which is kind of like the cheapo way to go. It works well. We haven't had any problems with them. But for air conditioning, we tried the air conditioner with this system, and this air conditioner doesn't really like the modified sine wave. So I said, let me just build a separate system, and get, a pure sine wave inverter. And, we're going to do our upgrades little by little. So let's see what happens, guys. Let's see. But we're happy, with the way things have come out. So, and that's how we do it, man. We run the house off grid. The only, I would say, negative of this, that I see as a negative is if a hurricane comes, then I'm physically gonna have to go on the roof and remove all those solar panels and bring them down. Because you don't want your investment to go flying away, or having tree trunks and stuff fall on top of your solar panels. But other than that, I mean, we could take them off the day before the hurricane, and then just put them back after the storms. So I guess that's the only negative I see. Other than that, it's free energy, saving 200 plus a month. You know, um, so saving money, and you're free. You're not under the threat of getting shut off. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this video. Any comments, let me know. If you want to make a little donation to the channel, my PayPal link will be in the description below. And hope you enjoyed it. Take care, guys.